GariTalks. I wanted to share a vulnerable moment. Um, I so what I think is really what has been really interesting in my processing and just like assessing how deep my attachment is to this person. And like just understanding how habitual thoughts, feelings, and actions together really make it very challenging to shift at times. I'm thinking about like as I learn new things about attachment styles, as I learn about different ways to connect with yourself, to connect with other people, building intimacy, and I'm learning things about myself. It's making me. I'm so grateful, right? I'm so happy to be learning all these things. Like awareness is key, and I'm shifting and growing in so many amazing and beautiful ways. And I think the part that is sad is feeling like, wow, I wish I had known all these things before. And the moment of tenderness right now that I'm in is like I realize that I fault myself a lot for the things that I now know that I didn't know then, but it's not possible for me to have known it without going through exactly what I went through. Cause like obviously looking back on it and even speaking about it sometimes, speaking about my past relationship, it's like very clear all the things that were not great, very clear all the things that weren't working, and very clear to me like how stuck I was in who I was. Um, and I've said this before, I feel like the hardest thing to when you're changing, it's like you're going through your changes, that's already a thing, but it's the people around you who kind of hold you into the same image of who you were. And I think I definitely pigeonholed my ex into who he was and who he had hurt me, and it was really deep. And then we like I feel like we never fully recovered from it because I never fully forgave. Forgiving is letting go of a better past. I definitely did not forgive. And that led to us being where we ended up. And it's been just really powerful to notice these moments of like wanting to go and be like, but we could make it. And also like, this is what I'm saying about the patterns. Like we tried to make it work for so long. So it's like funny and sad sometimes the feeling to just want to be like, but wait, now I know what to do. But it's also like learning to let it all go and shift. Like I'm learning these things for me. I'm not learning them for somebody else anymore. I'm not learning them to improve a relationship. And regardless, if I do have a relationship with him or not, if I have a relationship with other people, when I have relationships with other people, as I have relationships with other people, it's important to know these things anyway. And I think what's really cool is turning those things around on myself. So like I was learning about eye gazing, looking in other people's eyes, and like that builds a lot of connection, and like looking in my own eyes, right? Massages, and like I don't really massage myself, but like I'm gonna make a whole nother video about sex, and like that's a whole nother conversation, because I can be kind of touch averse sometimes, but I realize like massages would be a really great way for me to get to know myself, and I don't need to go massage somebody else to figure that out. I think it's obviously we don't need to heal in a vacuum, and healing doesn't only happen on our own, because it's actually going into interactions and doing new things and interacting with new people that brings that about. But yeah, I just wanted to share that moment of like sadness, because I was really for a second about to hop on my back and be like, both like, you did all of this shit wrong in the past, and then also like, why are you even feeling bad about that? Like, and I was like, yo, I've been noticing the way my ego talks to me, and I'd be like, yo, that's how I listen now. Be like, you said that, and instead of fighting with it or like believing it, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna tell somebody about it. So I was writing. That's why I was just journaling, and I was like, you know what? Let me share too. So that's what I wanted to share. Everybody have a great day. Be gentle on yourselves. Do not hate yourselves for the things that you know now that you didn't know then, because it's not possible to know things then. You need to have it now. You needed to go through the things so that it would resonate. Because I read a lot of things about codependency. I've been known about codependency. I showed my partner episodes about codependency on different TV shows. Rick and Morty, Community, like Steven Universe. They all talk about it. So I've been doing the thing, right? And nobody ever told me not to be with this person, but they were also like, y'all are attached. Y'all, be very close. But nobody ever said nothing. And even if they did, would I have listened? Maybe, maybe not. You know, I had to learn it myself. So I'm not going to be on my back and mad at myself for learning it how I had to learn it. And now it's changing. Now this is what happens. The change needed to happen. Because we were there, like this, trying to change. Oh, I'm going to change this way, but we can still no, we just need to change. If our paths do this, maybe, but they definitely need to do this so we can be separate people. The biggest thing about codependency is being a separate person. And I feel like as a person who has been in relation, and I was just reflecting, I haven't lived alone. Ever. Because in college, 4 years with somebody. So, you know, like, this is a time for me to really be alone. And it's okay that I'm learning things that I regret that I did, or like that I feel bad about, or that like suck, or like, damn, I wish I could tell him that, and I wish he knew that I knew this now, but it's not about him. And that's the part that I'm crying, like, it's not about him, it's about me. Not everything is about you, right? The world doesn't revolve around you. And also, give yourself the love that you're trying to give to everybody else. Give yourself the compassion. I want to apologize, but have I apologized to myself? Have I forgiven myself for the things that I've done? These tears say, a little bit. So working on that a lot. Forgiveness and grace and staying soft, you know. So, stay soft, y'all.